Real quick, also some more things that you need to remember. That's important, right? Important, listen. Whenever you ascend, there's a few things you need to do again. So welcome to all the trash monsters out there, back to another episode of our most successful series so far. Great, isn't it, JJ? How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
So Cookie Clicker is back, episode 5, and this time we are taking you through the second ascension, the first one we've already done, and some more mechanics that we're going to add to the game through the second ascension. So the first thing though we need to do is, we have been letting this game idle for a while to get to the amount of chips that we want. First thing we want to do is spend all our lumps, because we got 70 sugar lumps. Now, did we already spend lumps in the Pantheon and the Grimoire? Just look, I believe we did that.
We made a video about that.
Here's the thing, right? You want to leave those as our counters of baked goods.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
That was good. We're gonna leave those. You put one into each. The other ones focus on the bigger buildings, because the one is just for the mini game. More doesn't pay off. So you want to have a look at, for the distribution, right? You want to have a look at the buildings at the side. So look at what building is generating how much. That's 82%. So put into chance makers. So the chance maker, go to 10 if you can, because that gets an achievement. Okay, let's leave it at that. Nice. Okay.
Someone enjoys bad puns just as much as we do.
Ortel does, definitely. That's the dude who made this. Go show him some love on Reddit if you care. Got a cookie, golden wrath, probably. Yeah, wrath.
Definitely wrath.
We're in the Grand Apocalypse, so that's how you want to do that, right?
Oh,
you want
it's Halloween.
True. You want to look at. Yeah, it is.
It
is as we're recording. It did not even.
Makes me actually think.
Nope. But that doesn't matter. We're getting into that in the next ascension. What I was saying is, you want to determine on what buildings you spend your lumps on by the percentage of cookies it creates. So, for example, your chance makers create 82% of your cookies, which should be the case if you're following the cookie monster as we are.
Yeah, and still it's the best building to buy.
Yeah, it's still the best building to buy. Then you want to spend the lumps on that for the most part. Now go to 10. Next we will probably spend the rest to prisms.
Also to 10, I would assume.
If it works, yeah. Don't think we can quite get there, but try to. Okay, the 8. That's cool though. Okay, so that's how you want to spend your lumps, because that will boost your cookie rate. And you don't need to buy stuff no more. We're about to ascend.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, we want to get some achievements. All right, by getting to numbers of buildings. So that's what we did last time too. I believe we could get the factories to level 200. That's just what we did last ascension too. You want to get as many achievements before ascending as possible to maximize the amount of milk you have next time. So factories is at 193. We can get those to 200, which will get us an achievement.
And suddenly it's the best thing to do, because there's an achievement for it.
Exactly.
Cookie Monster are that good.
Calculates that in. Time machines can go to 100. Now that's just what you want to look at. Which ones can we hit a step of 50 on? So that one. Probably condensers also to 100. Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
That easily works.
Yeah. Should probably.
Okay. Can we get Thanks? Yeah, sure, try it. I mean, that should also work. Yeah, that's easily gonna work. To 200, that's just how you're gonna go through this. Try maybe even cursors to 300.
Or wizard towers to 150.
Try.
Did we ever do wizard towers to 150?
You want to look that up in the stats department right there.
Where are wizard towers?
Wizard towers, JJ, with the to the left. Yeah, exactly.
I know how they look. I just didn't.
Just put them to 150. We do not have that many achievements on this account yet, but we will get there. Oh, we will. Probably shipments to maybe cursors and grandmas to 300. As we get a wrath cookie, but we might as well ignore that for now. Yep, that's another achievement, and you see the achievement upgrades popping up as we get those achievements in the top. Right, but we're gonna buy those anyway to have them available for the heavenly upgrades. But do it at the end.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. What else can we do? Shipments maybe.
Prisms.
Can we prisms?
Probably? I don't know.
Try prisms. That would be good. 100 prisms would be good.
It used to be even better, because it would be 100 of everything at the same time.
But now that the chance... Yeah, we can get it. Now with the chance makers, that's little bit tougher. Okay,
we can definitely, fairly certain we can get
you can get
chance makers.
cursors to 300. No, chance maker's not gonna work. Cursor to 300. That's how we roll. Farms to 250.
Forms are yeah.
Yep. It's a bit tedious of a process, but it pays off.
Yeah, of course.
Big time in the end. Shipments to 150.
Shipments to.
So you just want to try. Get as many. Yeah, nice. Okay, Alchemy
it doesn't
Lab.
matter that.
Can we get Alchemy Labs too?
Can we get Alchemy Labs 2 here?
Just push it. Just see if we can.
I think we might, although exponential scaling is.
Yes, we can.
Just got there.
Barack
See
Obama,
how
28.
It took a
Yep.
second there.
Mines to 250. And yeah, are we gonna leave it at that? Try temples to 200 if you feel like it.
Let's.
Either curses to 350 or that. Temple, just try. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's gonna work. Okay, you know what? Let's leave it at that, right? Buy all the upgrades you can get for now. Buy them all. The prism one, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because that one we will use later. Not today, but in the next ascension after that for another upgrade slot. But just buy them. Doesn't matter.
Technically, doesn't matter.
When you buy them right there in that menu, you have them available for the permanent upgrades in the heavenly chips, right?
And we just got another achievement for
Yeah.
getting upgrades.
That's also why you never know. Some achievement might pop up. The more achievements you can get, the
why
better.
You should still click the cookies.
Yeah, if you should.
Like one of the most tedious achievements in the game is getting 7,777 gold cookie clicks, which I believe does not count for Stand of Fate.
No, it does not, because you could spam that with lumps later on. But okay, so now we want to sell all our buildings like last time, and we want to use the right dragon aura for that too. Always remember to do that when you're ascending. Follow those steps, all right? Get achievements, pick the right aura. Have you ever actually gotten there?
Well, the thing is, we don't. So I'm not sure. Is it more effective to sell all those buildings?
Yeah.
To get the.
Yeah.
So wait, it's mines, right?
Try. That's okay. That's the thing, right? We explained the dragon last time. There is one dragon aura. Okay, there's one dragon aura that will, instead of selling your buildings back for 50%, sell it back for 85%, and that's what you want to do. That's what you want to equip before you ascend, before you sell your buildings. Okay, confirm that. Now we're gonna sell all that we got.
We don't actually need to.
Just do it.
Because we don't have a chocolate egg.
Oh, we don't have chocolate.
Because we don't have the season switcher.
Oh, that's true.
Because we don't have
Fair
Easter season.
enough. But
so generally, the idea is if you have the chocolate egg from the Easter season, which you could have theoretically gotten before your first ascension by just it being Eastern.
Yes. Rare though.
Then you would want to do this and then sell them all and then buy.
Well, you know what? We'll
egg.
do that more in depth when we get into the third ascension. So sell it anyway, just to be for a good good example. You might as well sell all. Look at all the cookies you get.
Oh yeah, we could have used that as well to try to get some of those buildings that were just almost there.
But there wasn't too many. We got them all.
I was just saying we could have.
Yeah, it's a perfectionist thing.
And let's pop all the wrinklers. Because that's what it does when you sell all the grandmas.
Yep, of course. Okay.
Also, that's just plain wrong.
That's selling a grandma. But we had that. We got that achievement in the very first gameplay because that was an easy one to get. Okay. Next time, JJ, I believe it's time to see the people on the other side. Remember that's what I did last time?
Yeah.
Where I cut it. Maybe I won't do it this time. Okay. Ascension screen. Important. Okay? Important. Look at the first upgrade slot. Can we get a better one? Now we have what do we have in there at the moment?
We have.
Which one is it? You can't see.
Can I not? But
just click confirm.
Oh yeah, click confirm and then
and it's.
That's 50,000, and the one I just put.
That's still the best. So it's still the best one.
Yeah.
That's what you want to check it, right? If you can get a better one, put that in. You want to keep this the cursor upgrade. Is it the cursor upgrade? Yes.
Yes, it is.
You want to keep that until you get the second permanent upgrade slot, which we will do in the third ascension. Okay, we'll not do it today. So here's the things that we want to buy, right? First of all, some basic things that you want to buy, whatever your style of play is, and then we'll get into more in-depth stuff. Okay, first of all, the season switcher. It's on the far left.
Really good.
Really good. Most important one in the second ascension. Kind of expensive. That's why you get it in the second one. Otherwise, it'll take too long to get to that number of chips in the first. The very first playthrough. Really important. We will get into that right after reincarnating and returning to the mortal world and explaining how this works, because this is going to help you a lot. Now the next one is Starter Kit. Starter Kit is unlocked by getting all those boxes of cookies, which we did last time. It costs 50 chips and it lets you start with 10 cursors, right? That's not too much, that's a cookie per second, but along with the permanent upgrade slot, the sextillion fingers, was it? It's way more convenient, because now all you need to do is get to 100 cookies, buy one grandma, and boom, right? Yeah. All the cookies coming in. Next one is Persistent Memory, which is the one to the right, little jar. Subsequent research will be 10 times faster. That means the research is, for example, the time that it takes to go from one stage to another.
It's usually half an hour, and then it's just 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's
3 minutes.
It's 3 minutes. You got the bingo center, right? You got until to the Elepreg.
It takes a while.
Yeah,
the first time around, because it's what is it? How many upgrades is it? Like 7 or 6?
Yeah, it's quite a bit. I'm not sure if it also affects Valentine's season.
No,
I'm not sure.
I think those just happen. I think those in theory happen automatically, instantly, but I think the game takes a while to react.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a timer for that.
Okay, anyway, you want to get this. It makes it way more convenient to get through the stages of the Grandma Apocalypse. You don't have to wait a half hour, and it's dirt cheap, so definitely get this. Heavenly Luck is the next one, bottom left corner. Golden cookies appear 5 times more often, which is a good
5%.
thing. 5%, not 5 times.
Relax.
I'm sorry, 5% more often. Okay, one more thing before we get into. Okay, you know what? No. That's a decision to make right here, right? So we ascended with almost 4,000 heavenly chips. Is that correct?
Yes, we had. I think it was 3,800 some.
Now here's a decision. Now here's a decision that you need to make, okay? And here's where your style of play comes into the picture, right? If you're playing actively. You almost
said into play, didn't you?
Into play, yes. Into picture. Shut up, JJ. You're not supposed to talk. Remember the first episode? You're not supposed to talk. If you play actively, alright, the option to the bottom left is the one for you. The Lasting Fortune. What does it do? Golden cookies effects last 10% longer, which is good if you click a lot of golden cookies. You know, you get longer frenzies, get a lot longer click frenzies, maybe dragon flights if you equip that aura. So that's one you want to pick if you're really playing actively. Now for us, and basically for most people, which we recommend to get to, bottom right, the golden switch. Now we have hinted at that in the former episode. When you put on the golden switch, you will no longer get any pop-ups of golden or wrath cookies, but your passive cookie production will increase by 50%, which is fantastic if you're leaving the game to idle.
Yes.
We are definitely buying this. Now here's the thing, right? We will buy both of them. We'll also buy the Lasting Fortune. And what's the one we got there unlocked from the golden switch? No, we can't buy that yet. And
that's also a really good one, but it's also really expensive.
It's a bit expensive. That is too. That is, I believe, all we're gonna buy for today. No, you could do the. Yeah, we're not doing those because we're using the perfect idling debug. We're not touching Twin Gates of Transcendence until we get the first synergy, which is an ascension or two later. Now, quick for the numbers, right? If you wanna get only the golden switch from that point we were. You'd need 2,242 chips, okay? So that's the number you're aiming for before you ascend. If you know, I want the golden switch, I don't want the Lasting Fortune, 2,242. If you want only the Lasting Fortune, but not the golden switch, which I don't really recommend, because that means you need to be active for, like, basically all the time, 2,020 chips. For both of them, 3,019 chips, okay?
Yeah, we once again overshot quite a bit.
It doesn't matter. Okay.
More is never really worse, except for that the earlier you ascend, of course, the more quickly you're gonna get the benefits from it.
But we need to give the people some entertainment value, so let's have some fun. Classic dairy selection, JJ.
Yes!
What does that do? Tell me.
Unlocks the milk selector, letting you pick which milk is displayed under your cookie. Comes with a variety of basic flavors. We're getting this because we just got the spare chips. You don't need to do this if you're gonna... Yeah, the next one is a million. For the fans. You could do the background.
Do the background. Okay, now we got custom milk. Not custom, but we can pick what milk and what wallpaper we want. That's just a rich man's upgrade, so. Okay, so I guess we are reincarnating. Keep those numbers in mind if you need to, and ascend at the right time. Also, remember to factor in the remaining heavenly chips that you may have from the first ascension if you ascended with more than 213, which we needed for for the first heavenly upgrades. Okay, so you see how we got into it, and right away the starter kit is doing work. We're not even clicking. Like, you could, the third ascension is the first roam we could do without clicking the cookie a single time.
I'm gonna quickly buy the upgrade here.
You're going to buy this upgrade?
It's a lot quicker.
Of course you are.
Well,
click the cookie a little bit. Okay, we're now just doing the same thing that we did last time after an ascension. Just can't be bad to repeat it for people to know. We are building up a basis. Now we buy grandma, and boom. Okay.
There you go.
And that's
a slight difference.
It's a slight difference. Now we're gonna buy grandmas by their 10s. Just go to the 10s, build some stuff up, follow Cookie Monster. You can do it in the 10s in the beginning. Just buy buildings a little bit, then buy upgrades in absolute bunch. Doesn't matter. Dragon Egg.
You don't have to be 100% effective this time around because it's gonna take a while. Chip
the Dragon Egg at the Breath of Milk. That's always the first ore you want to start up. I believe I said that before. Yes, and Breath of Milk. You want to...
Oh no, I sacrificed the farm.
It does not matter. Okay, Breath of Milk. 5% CPS boost. You want to keep that until either you can reach the Dragon Flight, which is for sacrificing 100 shipments if you play actively, or the Radiant Appetite, which is for sacrificing 100 prisms, which is tough to do in the third ascension. Maybe in later ascensions that won't be that hard though. So JJ is just buying a lot of buildings. You don't have to follow it specifically, because if you buy some buildings, we know we can. Like the first 20 to 30 upgrades will all turn blue, because Cookie Monster will want us to buy all of those. So yeah, basically we're just getting a really good kickstart from all that stuff, which is great. Real quick, also some more things that you need to remember. That's important, right? Important, listen. Whenever you ascend, there's a few things you need to do again. One of those things is go to the Pantheon. JJ? Exactly, right? Do we have, yeah, the Pantheon. Because the spirits get unlocked. Now we did a video on the spirits last time, right?
Yes, it was our video on the update when those came out.
Exactly, when the Sugar Lumps came out, the Chance Makers did, the Pantheon and the Grimoire. You can look at that if you want to. That's the one before this in the series. So we were using Mocassium in the first one, which is the cow. I believe we were also using Jeremy in the third one,
which is
the gear. In the third one, we were using, I believe, the first one. Is it the first one from the left? Yeah, but we're not doing that yet because we need to still click some golden cookies in this ascension first for the golden cookie upgrades, and then we're gonna put that in once we leave in game title.
So we're not putting anything in there right now?
We're not putting anything in. We're just clicking some golden cookies real soon. Yeah. And after that, we'll put
the golden cookie upgrades all unlock after you've clicked a golden cookie.
Also, what you need to do is click the cookie a bit, because just from that you'll see from clicking a little bit up to top right corner.
There you go.
Exactly. The clicking upgrades. So that's stuff you need to remember. Another thing that you need to do, again, important, after every time you have to ascend, perfect idling needs to be reinstalled.
Yes, we're gonna do that after the video.
We're gonna do that later. We're gonna do it off the screen, but do not forget that. If you forget that, that's gonna cost you a lot of cookies. If you're like, oh, I'm gonna ascend, I'm gonna build up my my base cookies until I can't buy in bulk anymore, and I'm gonna close the game for 3 days, and you come back and you gain nothing because you forgot to reinstall perfect idling. So you need to do that every time you ascend. It's a debug upgrade.
Which all the upgrades, of course, you do on Ascension.
That is true.
The debugs.
So we're buying all those upgrades. Do you want to show off another thing?
Sure.
We just purchased the season switcher.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of things about this, right? Okay, first of all, do the dairy and the background though.
Oh yeah.
Have some fun. Okay, what milk are you? What milk?
Let's see. What milk?
Let's go lime, because I like the color. Oh, we on lime already.
Yeah, we're naturally online.
We were naturally online. Then
we have to be rebels, so we can't just stay with that.
Yeah, pick something else. But as JJ picks a milk, I'm gonna make this up to the people, okay? Tell us what type of milk you want.
Yeah.
Okay, just vote in the comment section. Tell
only
us,
basic though.
Only basic. We don't have a million chips.
Because the fancy one costs a million.
But we will get to the Starry Night milk or whatever it's called at one point, and we will show that off to you. Just tell us what flavor milk you want. Maybe background too? Or no, we pick in the background. Money. JJ money. Oh, we keep in the money background, you best believe that. But you get to vote on the milk, so tell us what milk you want. to be displayed in the next video. Now, look at the season switcher real quick, right? Now, the season switcher, what it does is there is seasons implemented in the game. Okay, obviously. We got Christmas, we got Halloween.
Those, by the way, naturally occur during the time, so we are currently on the Halloween season.
That's what I was saying. We are currently on the Halloween season, but the season switcher allows it to switch them, to turn on Christmas, Halloween, Valentine's Day. The other one is what's the fourth one?
That's April Fool's Day. It's Business Day.
Oh yeah, that's Business Day and Easter.
Yeah. And
okay.
Easter.
Now there's a specific order in which you want to do this. That I have experienced to be the optimal order, and that order would be Christmas, Valentine's, Easter, Halloween, Christmas.
Yeah.
Now are we getting to Christmas?
Yeah, let's go into Christmas.
Go to Christmas, so.
And suddenly the mood shifts.
Yes, and everything is Christmassy. I mean, it's Christmas soon, somewhat soon. We're approaching that time. Now the first thing we get, this is important, right?
It unlocks
something. It's a festive hat, and we're unlocking it. And now you need to pay close attention. Did you see something change on the screen? Did you see something change?
Two things changed.
Two things changed, but one of them important. Well, first of all, we got the present.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, right? But look at the bottom left corner, right?
Actually a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Bottom left corner, right above the dragon. A Santa upgrade. Now, this is the festive hat tube. Festive test tube. Okay. We want to evolve this as much as we can. Whenever you can evolve it, we won't be able to get it all the way right now, but do it. It's only going to cost you cookies. You're never going to sack buildings for it. And see, look at all the Christmas upgrades we're getting in the top right.
Yes.
Just go as far as we can. Okay, that's
also,
so far.
Technically more efficient to buy the level, then buy the upgrade, then buy the level again, because the upgrades get more expensive with the Santa level.
It doesn't matter. We just started the.
I'm just saying technically.
Get all the upgrades that we need. Now that's the fun part, right? Right after ascending, when you get to explore all the new mechanics. Okay, all the blue upgrades. Get all the Santa upgrades.
Yeah, I was thinking we were gonna talk about it.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Okay, cookie production multiplier by 3% per Santa levels,
which is huge.
Yeah, that's great. That's why season switcher is so important. 10% more powerful clicking, great. That's what the
good if you play active.
It's fantastic. Random drops, important for Easter. Important for Easter because Easter eggs.
Also important for Halloween and Christmas though.
It's true, but especially Easter.
Yeah, naughty list. Grandmas are twice as productive. Yep. It's not big, but it's there.
We're gonna buy all of them. Buildings are up some cheaper.
That's also significant over time.
Got some reindeers.
The reindeer upgrades, which we haven't even seen yet, but this makes reindeers appear.
Yep. That's another thing. You notice the golden cookie bar on the top left. It also now has a reindeer bar.
Yes.
Because when you're in the Christmas season, also reindeers will hop across your screen every once in a while, and they'll give you cookies, right?
Yeah, they will give you cookies, and they have a chance to drop the cookie upgrades.
Yes.
Just like your normal cookie upgrades, like the biscuits and stuff. But those are all Christmas themed, and if you get all of those, you also get an achievement.
Okay. By the merriness.
I believe it's 7 of them.
By the increased merriness, the lump of coal.
Which is also a huge multiplier.
Yep.
Lump of coal not so much, but
the sweater.
Sweater is the same as coal.
Santa's milk and cookies.
Milk is more powerful, is very significant.
Milk, listen, the later the game gets, the more it's about the milk. You don't need to click the cookie, but
yeah.
There's a golden. Also, now these ones, right? These golden cookie upgrades appear once you click your first golden cookie. That's why you don't want to turn on the golden switch right away, and you don't want to put in the first spirit right away. If you want to idle heavy, at least wait for the first golden cookie. Also wait for the first reindeer. I would recommend you not hopping into the idling mode all the way and turning on the golden switch until you've done the seasons.
Yeah.
Because the seasons are really important, so probably not do that at the moment.
Also,
just buy some more buildings, some more upgrades, see if we can upgrade.
Easter season profits from golden cookies because the Easter upgrades drop both from cookies and wrinklers,
Correct.
but they're more likely to drop from cookies.
Correct.
I don't know the exact percentages.
We could do another video later explaining those more in depth.
Yeah.
So let's put the seasons aside for now. Focus on getting some more buildings, some more upgrades. I know you probably about know how this works now. Obviously, the Cookie Monster tells you what to buy, and that's what you do. You want to evolve Santa whenever you can.
Oh yeah, let's see how much that was. Yeah. You can also keep the tab open. Like just
sure.
Close it.
Got some more upgrades to purchase, and you see the cookie production just skyrocket at the moment. And that's the first reindeer. That's a reindeer. We're clicking it.
Oh.
What's his name? Vixen.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, that's an achievement. Now
did not get any cookies, any upgrades though.
Yeah.
Just got.
There is now. Okay, reindeers drop upgrades, And also give you cookies, too. Now,
Yes.
did you already purchase the bingo center?
Because it still takes a bit, not nearly as long as it used to, but...
Yeah. We're not going to do the whole thing. Now, you know how to get into the Grim Apocalypse now. You do... What?
Where is it? There's... Oh, it's on a special, yeah. There you go. 2 minutes as opposed to half an hour.
Okay.
2 minutes and 50...
Yeah.
I mean, it was 3 minutes.
Take a look at all the seasons again. Okay, get out of detail, whatever. Yeah, so the only season that requires you to be in the Grim Apocalypse, right? Halloween season.
Yeah.
Because Halloween drops only come from Winklers. Now, we will focus on that later in another video. Because it's probably going to be released somewhat quickly after this one, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's a good series, and these videos are going to be connected, and this one is getting quite long already. Now, here's the thing, right? If you need to rewatch this video, then do it. To get the second ascension right, because getting the ascensions right is important because it stacks, right?
Yeah, it's one of the most important things in the game, I would think.
The better you do it, the better upgrades you get, the more you can optimize your runs later on. So I'm gonna focus on that. I want to buy some more buildings, some more upgrades. We are gonna do ours, I guess, off screen. We're gonna install perfect idling, perfect idling again, and once we've done that, we will go. After a while, we'll come back to you with some more seasonal stuff to teach you exactly how the season switching works, and maybe also the golden switch when we have gotten through all of the seasons.
That's it.
That's it.